Welcome back to your favorite show, The Discussion. I'm your host, Chelsea Okunji. This show is proudly sponsored by the Suya Spots, Canada's #1 African barbecue, serving and satisfying your suya needs from multiple locations across the GTA, including Scarborough, Toronto, Woodbridge, Mississauga, and Manitoba. Listen, I've tried it myself, and it is amazing. I always get rice and beef suya, but you can try any other combo you want. And if you're like me, you don't always want to go into the store, you can also order online through Uber Eats, DoorDash, or even better, Skip the Dishes. For more information, check out the website at www.dsuyaspot.com. Again, that's www.dsuyaspot.com for more information. And don't forget, remember to say that you were sent by someone from The Discussion. Just let them know. Now, in terms of our next guest, she needs no introduction. Some of you may know her as a humanitarian and community leader in the African-Canadian community. She volunteers with various organizations within Canada and Nigeria. She wears many hats, including relationship coach, public servant with the Ontario Government of Canada, actress and filmmaker. Please join me in welcoming Isoken Ibie. Welcome to The Discussion.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing today?
Woo.
Is that a loaded question?
We can't complain.
We can't complain. The most important thing is that you're here. You're here in one piece. Listen, guys, this is a very busy woman to get. And I tell you that she's busy, and we're lucky to have her. Our viewers, we are very excited to have you here. So we're just going to get right into it. Our topic today is about, representation and empowerment of women, especially in the media and taking up space. And no one defines or qualifies everything I've just mentioned, such as yourself.
Ooh, thank you.
You're welcome. You have been a pioneer for young women such as myself and other viewers with the many things that you are doing and you are heading. Let's start with ISK production. First of all, before we even get into anything, tell us a little bit about your journey and how it started.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Thank you. Where would I even start from?
Start from the beginning or anywhere that makes sense.
Every part of my journey makes sense. That's the truth.
Okay.
But with ISK production, my journey started, I think, sometime 2000. First and foremost, I studied theater arts from the University of Benin, and when I came here, I really wanted to jump into my profession, but same story with every immigrant. You come here, people tell you, oh no, you can succeed. Don't, they're not going to create that opportunity for you, which was same my story. I had to create that opportunity for myself. I had to do what I needed to do to get to
Where you are.
where I am and where I'm still heading,
Right.
because it is a journey for me. It actually started when my usual self. I'm somebody who believes so much in service. So when somebody reached out to me and said they have a project that they wanted to premiere the project, that was how I really came in, and I jumped in. I was excited, doing everything that I needed to do. Not really. And to be fair and be truthful, I had nothing, like no plans of jumping in at that time, because I just had my twins. My twins were about 6 months old.
Wow.
But I was happy to help. So that's how my journey really started. I was happy to help, did all I needed to do, and first I must say, GBK FM was, throughout that journey, really helped me when I reached out and said I needed that support for that be able to take that project to the audience. GBKFM, jumped on, and ever since we have come a long way, working really closely. And that's how I started. It actually started from just supporting a fellow woman who had something going, and I was just excited to. But what I did not know was that I was actually preparing myself. So I'm quite sure there will be opportunity for me to really speak about that, most especially to young women and young people coming into the industry. I'm a big fan and firm believer of women supporting women. I strongly believe in that. I don't need to know you. When you have a project, you reach out to me. I will support you all the way, even when I don't know you. I see posts that is, posts that my people, my audience can benefit from. I don't need to know you. I just repost it and share with other people. That is who Isoke Ibie is. And I don't intend to change anytime soon from that.
Honestly, that's so wonderful to hear, because oftentimes there's this narrative that women don't really support each other, which has to change. And going through just your life's work, it's funny how you say that you started this industry that you're now in, you started ISK Productions through service.
Oh, yes.
Going through all of the research, I saw that all you do is just service. You have been helping and promoting and encouraging women, men, even anyone that is just in the community. You do things to uplift people, and I feel like that is something that needs to be done more or seen more. Now, when exactly did you start ISK Productions? Was it...
ISK Productions started 2016, 2017, thereabout. But I shot my first feature 2018.
Wow.
2018 was when I shot my first feature. And it's been fantastic. Because like I said, when I was helping, that was when I learned everything. And that's what I share with the young ones coming in.
That's, yeah.
Don't wait. Whether people appreciate what you're doing for them or not, trust me, the experience, no one can ever take that from you. Because the experience is yours to run with for life. The collaborations are yours for life. The people you will meet along the way while serving are yours for life. So I tell people, when you're serving, don't let your service be all about what is in for me. Because when you serve, trust me, you will come across the gold along the way. So let your service never be about the person that you're supporting, because God has a way of always blessing you.
That's another thing I want to touch upon, because a lot of young people don't, especially in this fast-paced world or this Instagram social media world, they don't know, or I would say we don't know that there is some aspect of service that goes before you reap benefits. Now, the fact that you're stressing the importance of service, I can't tell you how much I appreciate this, and the viewers would appreciate this. And also to the fact that service can come in various forms.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And the thing is, with young people, are very impatient. Don't know how to serve or when it's going to be a long period of time, when it's going to stop. What can you say to encourage people who are unaware of service, especially as you tied it into your religion with God? What can you say to encourage especially young women?
For young women that are out there, I just want to quickly put this across to you. you can never, never miss it in a place of service. Service is that thing that will take you to that place where no one ordinarily can take you. That's how I say it. Because when you're serving, there are people that are watching.
Yeah.
They might not say a word to you. They might never say anything to you, but they're watching. And when the benefits start rolling in, you'll be blown out. You'll be amazed how much people have been watching.
Wow.
How much people have been taking notes of things that you've been doing. Most times, yes, people that you have supported, help, they don't necessarily have to be the ones to bless you.
Right.
Because part of the fear that a lot of people have is that, oh, you help people and tomorrow they never remember you.
Yeah.
Don't bother about that. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's because you're serving from your heart. And
Yes.
you're helping not for what you can get in return.
No.
You're helping and it's fulfilling.
You see, the thing is, as you serve genuinely,
Right.
when you're doing it from a place of sincerity, trust me, you will reap it. I say it with with everything in my being.
Yeah.
Because there are times I've seen myself in tables, in places where I look back and I'm like, I don't have to be here. How did I get here?
I get here.
But guess what? The only thing that got me there, it's true service.
Wow.
Because people notice what you do.
Yeah.
They might not say a word to you. People go back and watch what you've been doing.
It's true.
Most times people just think, oh, it's all about now. I don't believe in now. I believe in long term.
Long term.
How are you going to be able to sustain whatever you're doing? Yes, you can actually fool people. But guess what? A time will come you can fool everyone for too long.
For too long.
Because guess what? There are times where you find yourself and people, engage you in conversation. But because you were never part of the process,
You will know how to answer.
you will never know how to follow through.
That's true.
So for me, because I started from a place of service,
Yeah.
I know so much that have really catapulted me to where I am. So when it comes to my work, I know from start to finish what to do. You want to bring you to a place of publicity. I tell people I don't wait for you to do publicity for me because I know how to get my hands dirty when I'm doing my job. So I'm not one of those leaders that you want to lead, but you're not ready to do the job. I don't do that.
There are lots of people like that.
I lead by example.
By example.
So you see me doing it, and I do everything, with fun. When my projects are out or people's projects and I have things to do, I tell people, you say, oh, I need people to do publicity. I said, yeah, I know the avenues, I know the process, I know how to go about it. Yes, I reach out to people that I need to reach out to.
Right.
But when it also comes to going down to the people,
Yeah.
which is where a lot of people have issues with.
Yeah.
They are comfortable just staying on social media doing what they have to do, but they don't have that people skill or relationship. Not because they can't really do it, but some are too arrogant for themselves.
Proud.
Unnecessarily proud. They can't come down to realize that they're not there yet. Because the day you say you have arrived, that means that is the end of you. So if you understand the process, that's, you know what, it is a journey, it's a process. I have to keep going because I have to be better than my last work. So if you think, oh, you were able to achieve 5,000, then your next target should be, how then do I achieve 10,000? How then do I achieve 15,000? How then, for the past, before COVID, for a lot of the projects we did and that I happened to screen here, I know the numbers that we were able to get.
Okay.
And I know where my numbers are now, where I want to see the numbers. And we're already working on it to achieve that.
And congratulations on that alone. Just even being able to come this far, being able to see things the way you see things, where you're at and where you're going to be.
The journey is still ahead.
It is a journey, that's for sure. Now, you also, besides being everything that you've done, you're also an advocate for better health.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and you have gone right into it. You have promoted a product that you advertise. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got into this?
Okay, thank you so much for asking that. I wasn't too sure if you guys were going to go there with me, but thank God we're there because, you know, when it comes to health and wellness, a lot of people don't really understand that it's not just about, I want to lose weight. It's all about living a healthy life.
That's true.
So that itself, it's a journey as well.
Yes.
Where living a healthy lifestyle, it's a journey. It's a lifestyle. Yeah. But what a lot of people don't understand is that they want to lose the weight and that's it. And I keep telling people, if you want to lose that drastic weight, then go for surgery. Because it's a process. Once you start losing that weight or you start living healthy, it's not a one-off.
Yes.
So you have to remain there and continue to live a healthy lifestyle. I've seen a lot of people say, oh, you know, I'm very healthy. And I keep laughing. I keep laughing because, yes, you think you're healthy. I've seen situations where people go to the gym. They try to take their health so seriously. They, you know, they lose weight. They go to the gym. They're very conscious about, you know, what they eat, what they feed their body with. And yet, sometimes disaster still strong. Happens. Yeah. So it has nothing to do with age.
Okay.
Because in the past, you see people say, oh, you know, heart attack, diabetes, high blood pressure, all those things come with, oh, age. Once you are 60 and above, then those things could. But the narrative has really changed now over the years, where we see people in their early 40s even having heart attacks. In their early 40s, in, you know, late 30s. So what that tells us is that health, taking our health seriously, it's something we cannot afford to joke with. And for the product that I, you know, promote, it's all natural products, and it's something that I use for myself. My kids use some of the products that are, you know, that kids can use. My entire family, that's what we use. So you can see my skin's glowing.
Yeah, you are glowing. You heard it straight from her mouth. She's tried and tested on her family, on her kids. Head to her Facebook page if you want to get more information about
my
that.
Instagram, everything. You know, it's there. Everything I try to advocate for, I make sure that I'm part of it.
Okay.
So I go through the process myself. I can't be selling something that I don't, or promoting something that I don't use or I don't approve of, or I don't even partake of. I think it was a couple of days ago my coach in the business, my coach and business partner, Omoni Oboli, was giving us a story of somebody who promotes a product. And unfortunately, they don't even use the products themselves. So that's why, you see, when we promote products, we try as much as possible to test it.
Yes.
And truly let people see us as part of the product, as the product of the product.
Exactly. And on that note, we're going to take a quick short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. This is the discussion. I'm your host, Chelsea Okonji.
Canada's #1 African barbecue, the Suya Spot. Serving and satisfying your suya needs from multiple locations across the GTA, including Scarborough, Toronto, Woodbridge, and Mississauga. Also located in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Visit any location today or stay home and order through
DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Skip the Dishes.
For more information, check out our website at www.thesuyaspot.com or call the toll-free line at +1 866 448 7892. The Suya Spot. You built it, now use it. Vous l'avez construit, utilisez-le.
Welcome back to your favorite show, The Discussion. Again, I'm your host, Chelsea Okonji. Remember that this show is sponsored by the Suya Spot, proudly sponsored. For more information, go to their website at www.thesuyaspot.com, where you can get as much information as you like. You can also order online from Skip the Dishes, Uber Eats, or DoorDash. Now, before the break, we were speaking with this phenomenal woman. If you're just joining us, Miss Isoke Ibie is here, and she has been dropping some gems on how to just carry on a life of beautiful service and live well. Yeah. Now, thank you again for joining us today. On our topic on representation, especially for females, how important do you think it is for representation of women, especially in the media industry?
Women actually need to be well and fully represented in all space.
Yes.
That I want to quickly say, because we come with a very unique dynamic to things as women. So even in the media space, I think we still need more women coming in. I know that most times you see women, especially in my area, film. We have more women, in front of the camera. And first and foremost, I want to quickly give this to Nollywood. The women in Nollywood are really killing it. Yes. Yes,
that is
true. We came prepared. We're not joking. We're ready to put in the work. And because of that, we're seeing results. Yes. Because the once upon a time where, women were just believed to be the face of productions and actors. But now the narrative has changed. We have more women into, film production, directing, cinematography, editing. In all space, we have women. But we still need more women to hold it down, because the work ahead is still, a lot. We want more women to be fully represented.
Definitely.
For me, I encourage a lot of women, come in and take your space. Take your space now. That's how I put it.
You've heard that. Just come in and take your space now. You're also an advocate for, better education for children. You do a lot of volunteer work for the community. Tell me, why is it important that you put in all this time and effort into our community, into the Nigerian Canadian community?
The truth is, if we don't do it, who will? It's our responsibility. It's everybody's responsibility to make sure that our community is well represented. Our community have all it takes to flourish. If I go back to when the film movie industry started, it was a little bit quiet, I must say. Okay. Do we have people that have been in that space? Yes. Were they really bringing it home? I can sit here and say no, no, and anybody can take me on that. Yeah. Anybody can take me on this particular conversation. There was a time where people are doing things. We've had amazing people, come in, do their bits. People like Bayo, who, Bayo Akinfemi, that was there doing stage and everything. That's one area that a lot of, people are not really there.
Yeah.
Judy Dada too, they were in that stage space doing everything that they could do to just push. But when it comes to film, yes, they were in the mainstream, done the production, but were the productions really brought home to our people?
You feel like they were done more for the international market?
I'm not saying, yes, the international market, that is where we want to be. We want to make sure that the international market, we take a space there. It's all about taking space.
Yes.
So people are going to be hearing me talking about taking space, because once you're fully representing a particular ethnicity or culture, or you're taking a space at that, that point. But what I mean is, when you look at our community now, you will see more people that are interested in the industry, which is the Nollywood industry.
Right.
Kudos to our people that have been able to also break into the mainstream Canadian film industry as well. But what some of us have done,
Yeah.
and we say this and we say it with pride, that we have created avenue and opportunity for our own people to be able to come into the industry. And if you want to now ask me how, I would say, when we shoot our movies here, we give our people opportunities
yeah.
to be part of the production.
Exactly.
So that's what I meant by saying we brought it home. We created opportunity, an avenue for our people to tell their stories, to be part of something amazing that have started in Toronto, in Canada, and in the province of Ontario. We have a lot of filmmakers now. We have a lot of amazing producers. We have a lot of amazing directors. We have a lot of amazing people that are really holding their space, cinematographer, editors, and all whatnot. A couple of years ago, that wasn't the story. I'm quite sure you can testify to that.
Yes.
That wasn't the case.
Oh, no, that wasn't the case.
So I am actually not just talking out of the blues, but it's something that we're proud of, and I am proud to have been part of that journey, to have been one of those creating opportunities for our younger ones to come in and plug themselves into something awesome, amazing, because we're just starting. We are just starting. The industry is about to explode here. But if the opportunity is not given to our people, who then will and when?
That's exactly what we need to be thinking about. And you have dropped so many important things to note down and to take on with us even throughout life, so many important lessons in this interview. I'd like to say thank you for that. Just before we let you go, we know you as the humanitarian, we know you as the one that gives her all and the one that lifts others. What don't people know about you?
I can be an introvert.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's one thing a lot of people don't really know about me. People see me out there, but I'm a very private person.
Oh, I mean, I can see how that will work, considering that you do a lot outside and you might want to keep, certain things private.
So my home is it's there.
Separate.
Yeah, it's separate. My family is separate. What I do out there is what I do when it comes to my home and my family. It's a different ball game when it comes to things that I do. So most times a lot of people don't know that part of me, that I can be very, very private.
Wow.
Even though I give a lot out there,
Yeah.
but I still know how to, you know, separate both worlds and make sure that, you know, everything, you know, everything.
There's balance.
There's balance. Yeah, a lot of people always ask that question: how do you manage to balance things? I'm like, yeah, I just know what I need to know to do and to do, and I need to quickly celebrate my family, because without my family, I can't do all this that I do. My children, you know, they're part of everything that I do. When I'm on set, I bring them on set.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, they come on set and they help
You
to
start
work.
learning
No,
young. They help to work.
They help
Put
to
them
work.
to work.
Yeah, they help to work. You know, move things around.
Yeah.
We have them as
Extras
PAs,
sometimes.
no PAs.
PAs.
So they do the little things, just help around, but you can't come on set and you're not doing anything. Why am I actually doing that for them? I use that word, doing it for them,
Yes.
because I am preparing them for the journey ahead. They can find themselves anywhere and they'll be good.
Yeah.
I never know where they can find themselves. Tomorrow, who knows? They might just find themselves in, you know, in that space.
Yeah.
And it's easier for them to just jump in. When it's time for us to do promotions,
Yeah.
I do it with my kids.
That's nice.
When they have to do publicity,
Yeah.
I get them to
Get
do
them
it.
to do it.
We have to go share flyers. I go
Get
with
them
my
to do
kids.
it.
So we do so much. We go to barbecues. I have flyers. They know the first drill is for us to, circulate it first, distribute all the flyers on the cars before we go have fun. We go for groceries. That's how much I take this thing I do seriously. So when I say I get my hands dirty, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Because each time I tell people, you know what? I go to the malls to share flyers. I'm like, what? That's not true. Yes. If I don't do it, nobody's going to do it for me.
Right.
And even when people do it, how am I sure they really do distribute my flyers?
Yeah.
They can take those flyers from me and they'll never do it. So most times I do that. When I'm going to work in the morning, I try to go earlier,
So you can have some time.
so I can have some time to distribute my flyers on cars. When I'm in the subway, I also try to distribute my flyers. So that's how we've been doing it, and we intend to take it, bigger and wider. So my kids really know how to do all those things in terms of even doing promo videos. They know how to do promo videos.
That's good.
I get them to do promo videos to just help give shout out. You never know who's going to see the video,
true.
and just because they're kids, they'll say, oh wow, okay, let me go support. Even with my product too, I get my kids to also talk about the health and wellness products that I, that I promote, like the NutriBoss.
Yeah.
The NutriBoss is what kids can take, so I get them to drink it and just.
That's a well-rounded
video.
way of, raising kids. And on that note, I'd like to say thank you, because we've come to the conclusion of this
Thank you.
very beautiful and amazing interview. How can people, especially young people that are looking to maybe come to you for mentorship or some sort of help, or any way they can reach you, how can people get a hold of you?
Or you can get me on my Instagram page, official Isoke Ibie. You can, get me on Facebook, Isoke Ibie. My ISK production is ISK_production on Instagram. You can get me. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere.
Thank you so much again for being on the show. It was my absolute pleasure, and our viewers are also grateful to have you. And on that note, if you were just joining us, this has been, I encourage you to go back and watch the entire interview on the GBKM network, proudly sponsored by the Suya Sports, Africa's #1 barbecue, serving and satisfying your suya needs from multiple locations across the GTA. This was a pleasant show. This is The Discussion. I'm your host, Chelsea Okonji. See you again next week, same time, same place.
Canada's #1 African barbecue, the Suya Spot. Serving and satisfying your Suya needs from multiple locations across the GTA, including Scarborough, Toronto, Woodbridge, and Mississauga. Also located in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Visit any location today or